Being prosecuted in court can have negative consequences as a young person. Future prospects such as education and employment can become limited, and without the necessary support, some prosecuted youth could be more likely to reoffend. In order to help avoid these consequences, the probation service has collaborated on a joint policy with the police, social services and the prosecution service to help divert young people and children away from the criminal justice system.
I mean, it's something we've been doing for some time, but the policy just kind of captures that. So what it is, it's about trying to, divert children out of the justice system, and by doing that, by giving them the help and support they might need without them having to go through the court process. Well, the idea around diversion is that they wouldn't serve any sentence at all, that they would be diverted out of the process. So you can divert out at loads of different stages. I mean, it depends on a lot of things like what the needs are of the person, the seriousness of the offences that they might have been accused of committing. So it doesn't prohibit people going through the court system. The idea is really, we know that it's quite damaging for children and young people to go through the court system. So the idea is to try and give them the support they need without them having to do that.
While engagement with the youth diversion scheme can be beneficial, children or young people cannot be forced to participate. Prior to a decision being made to refer a child or young person, the social services or police should explain the scheme to the young person affected and determine whether they are willing to engage. Parental or guardian consent should also be obtained and the outcome of these conversations recorded. Importantly, however, children and young people will still be entitled to have their rights to the presumption of innocence respected, though in some cases this could be deemed as the child or young person being unwilling to engage and thereby not eligible for the scheme. However, where a child or young person only accepts partial responsibility for an alleged criminal offence, they may still be eligible for the scheme.
It's really for anyone who's eligible to go through the court system and be prosecuted. So the criminal age of responsibility in the Falklands is 10. So anyone under the age of 10 wouldn't be suitable because the law says they can't commit any criminal offences. Anyone over that age, that there was any concerns around their behaviour, then they would be eligible. So I think, anyone's eligible really, I suppose, but it's about kind of thinking about the police obviously will have to consult with the prosecutor to see whether or not that person is eligible in that instance.
The fact that the scheme is being run in collaboration with several governmental departments is also said to have some benefits, including safeguarding and the earlier identification of potential concerns.
I think what's important is, so in terms of if it was just kind of probation on its own, I mean, I don't tend to hear about people until they've been through the court process, so by then it's too late in terms of diversion. So, police, prosecutors, they're the ones really in terms of kind of getting in there before any decision's made to charge. And obviously social services, we're talking about children, so, they're the experts in safeguarding children and working with them and doing the best for them. So, really it's the strengths from all the departments kind of working together. And I think what's been shown really in terms of kind of tackling any kind of offending, but especially with children, that it's that multi-agency approach that's really, really important. So as well as, although, that we're the ones that have kind of taken it forward, we've also had input from health, education, other departments as well around doing this.
In the Falkland Islands, the principal aim of the youth justice system is to prevent offending by youths and reoffending by young offenders. But while the results of this new joint policy are yet to be observed, it is hoped that it will contribute to this broader aim.